situationship, it's also there because of the apps and the way we are dating.
Yeah, of course.
So since the apps was there, I don't know, 2013 or something like that. I don't know when they start, but then in 2017 or something like that, this word appear, situationship.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that many people were in complex relationships that were undefined even before that.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, like, situationship is just an undefined relationship or an emotionally draining relationship.
Yes.
Because there is no clarity. And you can't have a relationship when there's no clarity and no commitment.
So I had a question as well about that. When we said that how to get out, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of someone who are inside the situationship, probably in love with the person that they are dating.
Yeah.
Probably for sure. I mean, you're probably in love and you want more than what you have now.
Yeah.
And you can't get it. And I'm like, because I've seen example of people that the red flag, the signal were there, like you said as well.
Yeah.
But unconsciously they couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Or consciously they put something in front of their eyes to don't see it.
Yeah.
What do you think about, how do you know that it is consciously? Because you already talk to some people and when they explain to you the thing, in your head, outside.
I've been in a situationship kind of situation, so yeah, I can.
Yeah, you know when you see that when you hear the story of some of the people who tell you that, you're like, bro, you need to leave, you need to, but it's hard for them. It's like they are, it's like a drug. You know what I mean? Like you should not smoke, but you smoke. You know?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, just because you're in a situationship doesn't mean, and you're in love with that person, doesn't mean that situationship isn't serving you as well. Because subconsciously, it has to be serving you in some way for you to be still in that.
You learn from
if that person, if that person who is in love is not making a move for anything more, basically stopping the situationship, there is still something that they're benefiting from it. So whatever that might be, it might be a long distance situation. It might be the fact that, I don't know, they've been hurt in the past. So keeping that distance is kind of them protecting themselves. Even though they might want to move forward, if they're not making a move, it absolutely means that they're also not necessarily 100% ready.
Yes.
Because they're afraid. They're afraid of the answer. They're just afraid. And they're also afraid that if this situationship ends, there's not going to be anything better. And I think a lot of the time, people in any relationship are afraid to stop it for the fear of it not being better. But if you work on yourself and if you make the right decisions, it's always better. There's going to be better.
So there we go. This thing that you said that you want to go out because there is something inside you. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
but after you take your phone and you still answer the message, hey, what are you doing tonight? Boom, and you still answer. You say, okay, I'm going. Or you say, okay, I'm going. Finally, but 2 days before, you were hungry.
Yeah.
And you say, I'm never gonna go. I'm never gonna answer again. He's not gonna see me.
Yeah, of course.
And finally, you're there. And that's what I say. It's like a drug because this dopamine, this thing that you have in your brain, because it don't have to be something physical. Most of the time, I think the stronger situationship situation will be with those dopamine, those emotional I don't know,
highs and lows.
Shot that you have, inside you that you can explain, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why as well sometimes people will not be able to explain. For example, they will know that they are in a kind of toxic or situationship, but they will not be able to explain why they are still there sometimes. It can happen as well.
Well, I mean, if your pattern is chaos, if your pattern in relationships, whether that be family or romantic, if it's chaos,
Yeah.
you will be addicted to that, because not only is it giving you a dopamine hit every time you get together and they make you happy a little bit, and maybe you know, have sex and it's great and that's what you like about this person, or they make you feel like there's some intimacy involved.
Yeah.
But then also there's the pattern, right? Because if it was all beautiful and great and peaceful, well, that might be boring for you because that's not what you're used to. So at the end of the day, yeah, you're right. There's a few things, because human relationships are complex.
Yes.
Because humans are complex and dynamic. So at the end of the day, it's not going to be one thing or another. Like, you end up in a situationship due to circumstances, due to the choices you make, your patterns, your trauma, your attachment styles, your personality, your your sense of self-worth.
Yeah.
There's so many things that go into why a person ends up in a situationship, and I think is not something to be ashamed of, because all that person is doing is looking for love, looking for intimacy and closeness. It's just unfortunate that you have to learn the hard way. It's not it's not a healthy connection.
But that's why I start the way I start, because I can, for someone like that, you can tell them whatever you want on how to go out
Right.
to a situationship. But if you didn't even figure it out why you are in and what you're still staying, or even worse, why you are in a situationship,
Right.
all those explanations won't mean nothing for you, because you wouldn't connect the dot between what we are saying now and your situationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you give a little bit of context like that to maybe something good, you when you are in the other side, you listen, you're like, oh, that's how I feel, or oh, that's what I couldn't explain by myself, or
Right.
I couldn't put word on it. So then.
But I think it is, yeah, and I think that's what a lot of us struggle with, right?
Yes.
And it's something that I know for myself. Putting words to emotions is difficult at times.
Yeah.
Because I'm a reactive person, so I can connect with people who can't necessarily put words to what they're feeling, or comprehension of what they're feeling.
Yes.
In order to articulate it, right?
Yeah, understand.
And so in that moment, when you're in the situationship, you are in a love is blind type of thing, or you are blinded by love. You're blinded by love, as you say, which is true, because you have you only have the lens of what's positive about this.
Yes.
And how it makes you feel. And even if that person is treating you badly, you're just waiting for the moment that they're nice to you, so you can validate in your brain that they care about you also.
Yes, and I wanted to say something when you say blinding by love. You are when I say you are blinding by love.
Yeah.
Love is just a word. A lot of things come behind it. So you're blinding by a lot of things. Sex.
Yeah, of course.
Emotional connection, frequency, a different frequency.
Well, who that person
voices,
is as a person,
exactly,
versus who they're showing up as.
Expectation that you have from from what they told you they're gonna do to
exactly
you, or
right.
what you're gonna receive from them, or what you can receive from them. You know, when you are talking on the phone and they tell you, me, I'm like that, and my position on this is that and that, and you're like, wow, that's amazing, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And then boom, you start to eat the whole, because the reality come to you, and then you decide to, you say, no, I don't want to see the reality.
Yeah,
I still want to believe in the.
Well, you want to believe in the potential.
In the potential.
And a lot of women, us women.
Yeah.
I put myself in that, because, we look for potential. You could be this person.
Yeah.
We can see the best in you.
Yes.
And we always hope we are the woman that inspires you to be your best self.
Yes.
And that's why I think a lot of women end up in a situationship at some point in their life.
Yeah.
Is because they fell in love with potential. Now that is completely okay.
That's okay. That's
okay. But if your person is showing red flags that their potential is never going to eventuate, that's when you need to leave, because you can fall in love with potential who makes the right decisions, and you can clearly see this person is going to realize this potential at some point, or you can just constantly be disappointed.
Yep.
And still hang on, hoping for the best, even though their actions are showing you that it's probably not going to happen.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
action is more powerful.
Yes. Absolutely.
Than what we said. Even if what we said have power as well. But if I have to gauge.
Yes.
Baby.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
If I have to gauge, I would say watch for the action. Always watch for the action. I don't say that you cannot be lost in a loop, because you are in this situation. I don't know since when you are dating, so there is so many things happen, you know.
Right.
But you always have some time to find a way to go out of the situation, you know, and see the fact.
Right.
This is very important, to be able to go out of a situationship. Very, very important.
But I also think that the best thing that you can do while we talk about action, the best thing you can do is take action.
Yeah.
So if you're the person, if you're the woman, let's say, and you're the one who is ready to move on from the stage that you're in, the best thing to do is take action. So.
Wait.
Yeah, I know.
This flow. Oh, yeah. But
yeah, so the best thing to do is actually take action. Now, whether that action is like saying what you feel and seeing if this person feels the same.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you still continue to take action. If you're not ready to leave that person, get ready to explore other options and let them know. Because the thing is, I think when you choose yourself, when you do grand, I don't know if I call it a grand gesture, but it's like when you do something that's out of the ordinary for you, like go on a date with another man, or not answer for 3 days. I'm not saying play games.
Yes.
I'm not saying play psychological games. I'm saying truly do that because you are putting yourself first.
Yeah.
And if that person still doesn't care and doesn't budge, they're never going to care and they're never going to budge. So you might as well keep doing what's right for you. Yeah. Now, if he's triggered, if he's like, you know, like, hey, what's going on here, and wants to have a genuine conversation and maybe even discuss the terms of your situationship or relationship, then you might have some hope.
Yeah, I mean, when you say that, there is something. You talk for a woman perspective.
Yeah, it has to, because that's what I know best. But like,
you know what I mean?
When a man's in a situationship, I can't.
You can't picture it.
It is really hard for me to picture that he is not the one requiring the situationship. So it's like, if I was to give a man advice, is if you see the girl is in love with you and you truly know that you're not interested, cut the cord. Because I know it's hard to hurt somebody's feelings, but you're literally dragging them along, hurting them as you go on. It's just going to be worse later down the line. If you're like a respectable guy who cares about people's feelings and you respect that girl and you actually like her as a human, do her that favor. Because I think I don't know why, maybe I'm biased. I have not seen a situation, again, I haven't seen every situation in the world, but I have not really seen a situation where the man is the victim of a situationship. Like, I have not.
The more I'm talking about this like that, you know, even if I know that there is probably a portion of men
Yeah,
who've
of
been in a
course.
situationship,
Yeah.
because there was
Well,
women as
but
well
like there
who's
might
using
be.
as well
That I was gonna say
the thing.
that would be a man who's being used
Misused.
for finances. That would be some
or
gold.
sex. Let's get. I mean, yeah, you know.
I don't know.
I mean,
unless she's like a married woman or something. I don't know.
No,
not getting it. I don't know. I don't know.
No, I know. I have the answer. Okay, I have it now. I have it. I think the world have to hear this.
Oh Lord.
I know why. Because when I say sex, it just came to me.
Okay. Yeah.
We are agree on that women can get sex more often than men.
Sure.
We are agree on that.
Yeah.
So, do they need to use men for sex? And have to do certain strategy to have sex? I don't think so. If
so
they
literally
want someone,
it's just for money.
so yeah, probably. For
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
No, you're right. So you have the thing of the world that the world needed to listen. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. It's just yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's so like for a woman, I think men, from what I've found, respond best when you are assertive and when you lay down the law. And that has to be not outside of who you are as a person. If you're an assertive woman, that's fine. Like they're gonna know that from the jump. Yeah. But if you're somebody who is, has been kind, obviously, and agreeable and compromising and, all of that stuff throughout the relation, there's going to come a point where you're going to have to put your foot down and surprise the hell out of him. And he needs to be surprised. Now, like I said, whether that's going to see another man or letting him know, listen, this is not working for me, or saying, hey, I have real feelings for you. What's it gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna be a hard thing for you to express. Say. That's what I'm saying.
But let's just on this part, for example, this is so important because I feel like because we don't. It's hard to say to have those discussions or even to send the message to say, hey, listen, I feel things for you, or I'm falling in love.
Right.
It's so hard now in this day and age to say that to someone.
Yeah,
you feel like you're vulnerable, but not just vulnerable. You feel like, damn, I'm naked.
Yeah, of course.
You feel like you're naked.
People don't give a shit about your feelings. Like you. Yeah. That's why, because people.
You don't want to get hurt. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
You don't want to get hurt. You're right. That's why as well it's hard. But I don't think it's just that. I feel like as well it's because of. Maybe childhood as well.
Yeah, of course.
All the things that we talk about, childhood and all the trauma that you have as well. This feeling, you don't want to get it again. You know how painful it is. So, but at the same time, to go out of the situationship, you need to find the strength to talk about it. When you send this message, or I feel like you should talk face to face when you talk about those things, because why? When you send a message, you have the other person who received that at the time to answer you in a way that they can turn around and still put you back in the loop if they are good enough. But when you face to face,
right,
you don't have time to go on ChatGPT and say how do I give her an answer to keep her. We're gonna talk about
listen,
AI as well.
As a woman, I will say this. This is my advice from my personal experience. Whatever you need to do that is easier for you, do that. So if you want to end the relationship on a text message, the situationship, end it on a text message.
Oh no, to end it, that's different. To end the thing is different. Right. But when you say, hey, I'm falling in love, or I'm looking for something with you, I think you should have the discussion face to face.
Right.
Because like that you will be able to see. Because if of course if you send the message and the guy tell you, I don't want nothing with you, well, it's clear, But if they have the time to think about it, find a way to turn around.
You talk about a narcissistic man at this point who's just gonna do anything, right? Right.
It's better face to face. Listen, this is what I want. What about you?
Right.
And then you're gonna see straight away. There is no like.
No, I don't.
Oh, let's go.
Agree with you at all because I don't agree.
Okay, that's okay.
Because the thing is, like, a woman can get bamboozled by a man easily. Like, face to face, he could just pretend. If he's a narcissist, he can just pretend.
You're gonna say I want something true as well?
He's gonna be like, oh babe, no, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Just give me a couple of months. I'm just trying to yeah, but that's easy to say.
Oh my bad, maybe it's me. Maybe I should drive.
Oh, again, I did the same thing.
Wait.
Oh, Dad.
Hello.
No, I mean,
Is it this way?
I don't, yeah, you
one
can
way
go
only.
that way, yeah. No, and I just think that you.
So you wait. You see what you are saying?
Right.
Oh baby, I know that, but give me
No, but as a woman, yeah, but that's what you think. As a woman, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll give him a little bit more. Oh, okay. Oh no, he really does care about me. Oh no, he does love me. Oh, he's just trying to get his situation right.
Listen.
That's what you're gonna make excuses.
Listen, you are in a situationship, which means you already try certain things to have answers that you never get. When you talk about when you open up and you start to talk about those things, if you want an answer, you need to have a right answer straight away.
Yeah.
We don't care anymore. We don't play. And we talk about, and because our channel, it's about dating with intention.
Yeah.
So when you date with intention, you don't play. Because it takes time, energy.
But it also takes time to date with intention, to learn how to do that.
Exactly.
It takes time. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And here is something that you can take from this discussion. When you are in a situationship, you have many different moments. You have up and downs, and you have moments where you are trying to find answers. So I don't know if you do it intentionally. I don't know if you try certain tricks, to get answers, because when you don't want to directly say everything right away, so you try certain things you need to see, But when you decide to say, okay, now I want my answer, you need to stick to you need to
yeah, you need you're
stay
right.
there
You're
and
right.
say,
You're right.
listen,
You have
3
to
months?
consider. Yeah.
I'm out.
I do agree with the timeline setting. I think that's a really great point because in turn, you don't tell the person the timeline, of course. You tell yourself the timeline.
Yes,
All right, cool.
yes.
This is what I expect in this and this time. If this doesn't happen, I need to honor that for myself.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I'm out. Because listen very well as well this one. When you're gonna do that, the person who maybe made a mistake, because it can happen, the person who's maybe made a mistake and finally realize,
Yeah.
they will come back.
Yeah.
They will come back with another mentality.
Yeah.
After, it's up to you to gauge.
Yes,
I was going
of
to
course.
say George again. to gauge
Yes,
if it's worth it or not. If it's worth it or not.
Yeah.
Very important. This is how you can get out in a situationship. This is one of the tips you can get from this.
Yeah, you definitely set yourself a timeline. And the other thing I would really, really urge women to do is stop trying to be nice. Stop trying to be like, oh, I have to say it in this way, I have to say it in that way. If you're in a situationship and you're ready to let it go, and the easiest way to do it is to send a text because you might get wrapped up back into it, or that the conversation might not happen because you might have sex when you see them or whatever.
Yeah.
Just do that. And you know what? Yeah. And if he comes back to you on some how could you do this over a text? Well, you know what? It was easier for me. So you could deal with that and I'm going to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, women, we need to start doing things that are easier for us, that give us the results that we want. Because men will ghost you with the quickness. And the most ghosting that happens is in situationships as well.
Sheesh, it's passionate. Sheesh.
It is. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Patient, I like this. But that's true. And you know, the first advice was for people who didn't have any answers, but try to get those answers. This one that you just said is for someone who already have the answer.
Yeah.
But is addicted to some things, and generally, I would say it's sex or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
So you're addicted to something.
Or it could just be like the person's really hot.
Also,
you know what I'm saying?
then it's still about the physical and intimacy.
But that's usually what it's about, isn't it?
So this what you just said is for you. If you are there because of this, only you will be able to go out. Why? Because if at the same time for him the sex is good, or he can get something from this and have the benefits of you know, don't have to make commitment. He just show up when he want, put you on the side when you want, come back when you want, and you are the one who suffer, put energy, and sometimes tell to yourself, I'm gonna go, but you don't. You have to send this message. You have to send this message and don't even care about the answer. That's why I'm talking to you, because you will be able to. I would say it's easy to ghost. You just delete everything and you ghost. No, send the message, because inside you as well, you're gonna send all this.
Yeah,
venom,
you're gonna free yourself in a way.
All this venom, you're gonna send it out as well.
Yeah.
You put it out of your mind or your everything, and done. You don't need the answer.
But the thing is, like, listen, once he finds a better situation, he will ghost you.
He will ghost you.
So I mean, listen, for me, I think that women should, and this is something that like me and you talk about a lot, but women need to remember that we're in the position of power, and take back your power, like however that looks like for you. We are the ones in charge. So if you're continuing the situation, that's on you. And if you're not, that's also on you. And the faster that you're not, the faster that you're choosing yourself and viewing yourself as somebody who deserves better, the faster you're going to get better. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. So at the end of the day, like, I think a lot of women, we are just kind of conditioned to be nice, to be kind, to not be aggressive, to not be assertive. Anytime we say anything with some sort of intention or passion, it's considered aggressive, or, you know, because men want like submissive and agreeable. And yeah, sure, like we can compromise and do all that. But if you're taking a stand for what you want, you know, we're then selfish. We're not good role models, or, you know. But when a man does that, then there's somehow a G. You know what I'm saying? But when a woman does it, there's a negative perception that's associated with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, anybody, man or woman, when you put yourself first, your feelings first, when you decide that you're worthy of better, you will absolutely attract better. Now, if it's that same person being a better version of themselves and reaching their potential, that's great. You're going to get what you want. And if it's not, that's also great, because you're going to get somebody else. Yes,
and never forget, you always will need someone else to grow.
For sure.
You will always also need someone else to fail.
Yes,
that's something that we don't realize as well. You can fail by yourself as well, you know. You can grow by yourself, but you can fail faster with someone else, and you can grow faster with someone else. And you can also discover certain things that the right person will bring to you in terms of, when I talk about relationship, that you wouldn't even imagine that you have inside you.
That's right.
You know? So when you are in situationship, if you feel that this relationship bring you more down than up, this is also a sign. You should not question this sign, this instinct.
Right.
You should never question this instinct. When you don't feel well, when you don't feel yourself, when also you don't feel that you can be yourself with this person, there is no question, no book to read or whatever, no YouTube channel to watch. You don't even need us. Just listen. Go out of it. What else can we say? I think we can talk about this during 3 hours.
Well, I just feel like I feel like a lot of the times people also end up in situationships because they've been in like a relationship that was not so good, and then all of a sudden they're, you know, looking for love, and somehow they're still hurt, and so they end up in a situationship, right? Because again, it's undefined. It's something that might be easy for them at the time.
Yes.
But when you're like seeking love in time of like despair, you can choose the wrong things. Like now, if you're in the process of healing from a bad relationship, a lot of the times I feel like you will attract the same type of person.
Yeah.
But that's okay though. And that's okay, because as long as you can recognize that it's the same type of person and the same type of pattern, that's growth. And as long as you make different choices, that's growth.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yes.
So eventually you will filter those out and get someone, because it's not like you're going to end a situationship and then your Prince Charming comes. That's not how it works. You actually have to do the work. And even if another situationship presents itself, because it very well might, you will have to assess that from a different lens, from like a learning, and make different choices and make them faster.
And that's why I would have to say that it's gonna be for another video, because this topic now, it's about how to don't get in a situationship.
Yeah.
And one of the big things is intentionality.
Yeah,
but we're gonna
exactly.
talk about it in another video, because that's gonna be a very good topic as well. Very good topic to talk about, because a lot of people date just to date. A lot of people doesn't understand, and that's the values of our channel. That's what I can say, that the value or the core the value. The value that finding the right partner, it's like you need a strategy to it. And it's the same way when you want to launch a business, when you have your career or whatever else. It's even more important. When you want to build a house, you make a plan. You don't build a house just like that. You make a plan. So when you want to choose the person who's gonna stay next to you for the rest of your life, it's even more important than this. Because you can finish homeless or whatever just with the wrong person. You know what I mean? As well. So
I mean, the wrong person.
The wrong person can bring you in certain situations.
Finding the right person, or the person that you choose to spend your life with, is the biggest decision you'll ever make. So
you ever make.
You absolutely, because they can pretty much take your life one way or the other.
So the plan that you have to have for this decision should be the bigger plan and the better strategy of your life.